first year in New Mexico was, like I said, a great experience, mostly because of that military aspect. It was funny that you had to wake up super early in the morning to do push-ups, to run, to do all these drills, I mean, the tools and everything. I was actually able, because of my basketball status as a basketball player of the college, but also the fact that I was French and I was using the fact that I didn't understand English sometimes. I was able to run away from it a lot. I actually wanted to stay there. I thought about it because I had a bad season. Basketball-wise, it was not a good year. Second part of the season was a little better, and the coaches wanted me to come back. They were good people. I'm still talking a lot with my assistant coach back then, who's the coach now, the head coach at the school, and basically I didn't go back just because I was like, come on, man, you're from Paris. You're in Roswell, because Nemi is in Roswell, where all these aliens and everything are at. I mean, basically, you're going downtown, all you see is green people flying. So, and people talking about it. So I was like, man, I'm done with it. I'm going to try to do something else. And basically, when I went to the States my first time in 2004 for these tryouts, the school at Seminole State, the coach who didn't pick me, called his friend in Michigan and told him about me. And I really didn't know about it. So I started to play, and during the year, during my first season in the States, the guy was like calling me and reaching out to me and told me, listen, we need someone who can shoot the ball. Do you want to come? Do you want to transfer? I was like, at the beginning I didn't know. Then I started to make a little research, because even if we didn't have that much opportunities to send videos by YouTube and everything, internet was still there. So I used Google and everything, and I was like, that can be cool. And so I went from like 120 degrees in December to Michigan. I mean, it was like 6 feet of snow in the morning sometimes. It was great. Michigan was crazy also, because Michigan, I mean, it was a real student life for me. I was in a school of about 11,000 students, and around us, it was all the great schools. Michigan State, University of Michigan, Mid-Michigan, Eastern Michigan. You had like Detroit University, Saginaw Valley. I mean, so many schools around, a lot of junior colleges and everything. And I had a lot of fun. And actually, I also found my way. I started to find my way there, school-wise, and with what I wanted to do in life, because I realized, using my own experience, what I had to go through in order to do what I've done. And basically, I was like, maybe some people could help with it, because back then it was only really agents. It was like professional agents who were helping a few kids to go to the US and come back in order to start their professional career. It was never about you go to the US to come back with a diploma. People are not talking about it. And there, the only thing these coaches were talking about to high school kids, prep school kids or whatever, was use your basketball abilities to get a scholarship and you're going to get a diploma. If you end up being a pro, that's great. If not, you should be good in your life. I was like, why no one is talking about it back home? Why no one is talking about that in France? I understand that the French system is different, and you cannot really use your athletic abilities in order to make like something good with school, but you can in the States. So why not? And I started to think about maybe later on, when I'm done playing or when I'm done doing what I'm doing, I would love to be able to help more kids that are coming from maybe my area, but France in general, and maybe even Europe, without looking at the fact that they had money or not, just the fact that maybe they have a passion and they can use that passion to do well in life, instead of having people in France or other countries in West Europe telling them, oh, your passion is bad because you need to study, that's what you need to do. Think about your passion after you're getting your bachelor or your master or whatever. So actually I didn't want to leave America. I loved it. It was fun. Girls were nice, especially when you're French. It works a lot. And I just love the competitiveness of the people there. I mean, sometimes it's a little too competitive, but at the end of the day, compared to what we have in France, where a lot of people in France are talking about their situation like it's crazy, they have a bad life, people are not helping them and all that. It's crazy how much help we have from the government. in France and in Europe in general, but especially France. So going there to the US where you can see people getting cut without, having a chance to go to the prud'homme or having a chance to get some money from, what we call Pôle emploi. So basically in France and in a lot of countries in Europe, when you're done working, if you work for a certain amount of time and you're done, the government is still paying you. I know it sounds crazy for people that are not from there, but that's what it is. In US, when you're done, you're done. Like people are just giving you like a little bag or whatever, you put all your stuff and you try to find another job. And I saw that, I was like, wow. And that's actually life. I liked it because it was, you needed to be the best at what you were doing. And I liked the fact that people were actually trying to be the best they could instead of just being them. Like they were trying to push their limits. It was looking a lot like being an athlete outside of the athlete world.